The 1999 European Grand Prix at the Nürburgring. Complete chaos. Welcome back to the channel, racing fans. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most extraordinary, chaotic, and pivotal races in Formula One history. The 1999 European Grand Prix, held at the legendary Nürburgring circuit in Germany. This race had everything a motorsport enthusiast could want. Drama, strategic gambles, crashes, weather mayhem, and a fiercely contested battle for the World Championship. This was a year marked by uncertainty, fierce competition, and remarkable resilience. This injury sidelined him for 6 crucial races, shocking the F1 community and opening the door for his closest rivals. Suddenly, the championship battle was wide open. Once considered merely the number 2 driver at Ferrari, Irvine found himself thrust into the spotlight, seizing the chance to challenge for the title. His aggressive driving style and ability to consistently score points made him a serious contender, adding another layer of tension to the championship fight. At the center was Michael Schumacher, a driver who by 1999 had already established himself as one of the greatest in the history of the sport. Located in the picturesque Eifel Mountains of Western Germany, the circuit has been a testing ground for drivers and engineers since the early 20th century. Its reputation is built on a mix of high-speed straights, tight technical corners, and the ever-present threat of unpredictable weather. Häkkinen led the championship, but Irvine was breathing down his neck. Schumacher, despite his injury, was determined to make a comeback and salvage his season. The weather was unstable, with wet patches appearing and disappearing across the circuit. His ability to navigate the tricky conditions showcased his smooth driving style and McLaren's car balance. Irvine qualified just behind him in second place, proving Ferrari was ready to fight. Schumacher, still recovering, and with less track time, qualified mid-pack. A tough starting position but not insurmountable for a driver of his caliber. Such conditions leveled the playing field, demanding both skill and courage from drivers. The microclimate in the Eifel Mountains means rain can fall on one part of the track, while another section remains dry. This variability forces teams into difficult tire decisions and tests drivers' adaptability. The damp track immediately tested the driver's grip and nerve. Pit stops became high-stakes moments. A wrong tire call could cost crucial positions. Schumacher's experience and raw talent allowed him to claw back positions despite his compromised starting spot. Irvine's aggression kept him in the fight, while Häkkinen's consistency and calm under pressure kept him at the front. Häkkinen maintained his lead by managing his tires and pace expertly, but Irvine and Schumacher were both hunting hard, engaging in fierce battles through the field. Several cars jostled for position into the first corners, with some misjudging braking points and losing control. Around lap 15, rain intensified briefly, catching out several drivers who spun or went off track. This shuffled the order and led to some unexpected position changes. Teams used the break to fix damaged cars and reconsider their race strategies. For drivers, it was a chance to catch their breath, but also a moment of uncertainty. The race was far from over. Ultimately, Irvine managed to cross the finish line first, a career-defining victory that marked his first win of the season and kept Ferrari's championship hopes alive. The slippery surface in close racing led to contact between multiple cars, threatening a large pileup. Fuel loads were lighter, allowing for faster lap times, but making the cars more nervous through the corners. It became a turning point in the 1999 season, influencing both driver and team morale. Tire manufacturers took note, accelerating developments in tire compounds and construction. Irvine's victory gave Ferrari renewed hope. Häkkinen's consistent performance maintained his championship lead, and Schumacher's comeback showcased his resilience and fighting spirit. Each lap was a delicate balancing act of aggression and caution. The stage was set for an epic battle, but no one could have predicted the chaos about to unfold. Rain in Formula One can turn a routine lap into a nerve-wracking challenge in seconds. And at the Nürburgring, this unpredictability is part of the circuit's character. The crash was so severe that race officials red-flagged the race, stopping it temporarily for cleanup and repairs. Every point counted, and the Nürburgring promised to be a crucial battleground. Spanning roughly 5.148 kilometers per lap, the track demands a delicate balance of speed and precision. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What was your favorite moment from this incredible race? I'd love to hear your stories. This early intervention was critical. The marshals needed time to clear debris and stalled cars from the track. Drivers had to recalibrate quickly, readjust to the conditions, and push hard for the final stint. Häkkinen had the lead but faced fierce pressure from Irvine and Schumacher, both determined to capitalize on every opportunity. The safety car period compressed the field and changed the tactical landscape for the teams. It combined incredible driving skill, strategic genius, and the sheer unpredictability of motorsport into a race that remains etched in the memories of fans worldwide. The weather was fluctuating, some parts of the track drying, others still wet. Tire choice became paramount. Should teams gamble on intermediates, hoping the rain would hold off? Or should they stay on full weights, sacrificing pace for safety? Some drivers even flirted with slick tires and patches of dry asphalt. Drivers faced fast sections like the Ditchinger-Haas Straight, where cars reached top speeds, contrasted by slower corners such as the tight hairpin at the Häkkinen was a fierce competitor in his own right. Calm under pressure, supremely skilled, and with a car that was arguably the fastest on the grid. The McLaren MP414 was a technological masterpiece, blending aerodynamic efficiency with raw power from its Mercedes-Benz engine. Häkkinen seized the moment in Schumacher's absence, winning multiple races and positioning himself as the championship favorite. Schumacher's precision and determination had earned him 2 world championships by then, and he was widely regarded as the man to beat. Whether you're a die-hard F1 follower or just discovering the sport's rich history, this epic tale will captivate you from start to finish. So strap in and let us journey through the thrilling story of the 1999 European Grand Prix, a race that truly lived up to its nickname, complete chaos. Setting the stage. The 1999 F1 season. To fully appreciate the intensity of this race, we must first understand the 1999 Formula One season leading up to the European Grand Prix. But fate had a cruel twist in store. During the British Grand Prix at Silverstone earlier that season, Schumacher suffered a terrible crash that broke his right leg. Enter Mika Häkkinen, the Finnish driver for McLaren. Meanwhile, at Ferrari, Schumacher's teammate Eddie Irvine stepped up to fill the void. By the time the Formula One circus rolled into Germany for the European Grand Prix, the stakes were Nürburgring. The Nürburgring is more than just a racetrack. It's a monument to motorsport history. The 1999 European Grand Prix took place on the GP, a modernized version of the classic track designed to enhance safety while maintaining the circuit's challenging nature. What makes the Nürburgring notoriously difficult, however, is its fickle weather. Qualifying. Setting the grid in difficult conditions. Qualifying for the 1999 European Grand Prix was a dramatic affair. Mika Häkkinen delivered a masterclass, setting the fastest lap to claim pole position. Other notable qualifiers included Heinz-Harald Frentzen and Ralf Schumacher, adding to the local interest for the German fans. Race start. Immediate chaos and safety car drama as the lights went out. The race began with a flurry of action. Within just a few laps, the race was neutralized by the deployment of the safety car. Mid-race battles and tire strategy gambles. Once racing resumed, the drivers faced an intense strategic challenge. The team's engineers were working overtime, monitoring weather radar and track conditions to advise their drivers. One of the standout aspects of this race was the drivers' ability to adapt on the fly. Lap-by-lap action and key incidents. The middle phase of the race was marked by a series of dramatic moments. Then, on lap 25, disaster struck. A massive multi-car collision unfolded in one of the high-speed sections, involving front-runners and midfield contenders alike. This red flag period was unusual and added an extra layer of tension. Race, restart and final sprint. When the race resumed, the atmosphere was electric. The track was still damp in places, and tire wear was becoming a critical factor. Late overtakes, defensive maneuvers, and daring attempts to find grip on the wet patches kept fans on the edge of their seats. The closing laps were nothing short of breathtaking. Mika Häkkinen finished a hard-fought second, while Schumacher's relentless charge secured him valuable points with a podium finish. Post-race impact and legacy. This race was much more than just a win or a podium. Technically, the race highlighted the importance of tire strategy and adaptability in mixed weather conditions. The Nürburgring itself would not host a Formula One Grand Prix again for several years after 1999. Making this race a cherished memory for fans and participants alike. Fun facts and behind the scenes. The 1999 European Grand Prix was one of the last races to feature extensive manual gear shifting. Before the rise of paddle shifters, team radio communications during the race revealed frantic strategy discussions and emotional driver reactions, showing the human side of F1. Several drivers who crashed in the red flag incident went on to have key roles in motorsport as engineers, commentators, and team managers. The weather unpredictability. Nürburgring led to innovations in weather monitoring and forecasting for motorsport. He combined incredible driving skill, strategic genius, and the sheer unpredictability of motorsport into a race that remains etched in the memories of fans worldwide. Closing thoughts. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What was your favorite moment from this incredible race? I'd love to hear your stories. The 1999 European Grand Prix at the Nürburgring stands as a testament to the drama, unpredictability, and pure excitement that Formula One can deliver. Thank you for joining me on this detailed journey through one of the greatest races in F1 history. Until next time, keep the passion for racing alive, and see you on the track.